Welcome back. Still plenty of great weather to be had, to have all kinds of fun experiences in the Blue Hills reservations. So Jen Clyde and John Harrell are back from the Friends of the Blue Hills to tell us what's going on. Welcome back.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
Great to see you both. Really appreciate the opportunity
Yes.
to let folks know what's going on in the Blue Hills. Jen, there is so much that's already happened. And there's
Yes.
still so much left to go.
Yes.
It's actually a year-round experience, right?
It very much is, but I would say summer and fall are probably peak
For sure.
activity in the Blue Hills. Never
sure.
a dull moment these days.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we go into any of that, just a really brief, what are the Friends of the Blue Hills?
Yep, so Friends of the Blue Hills is a nonprofit organization that's celebrating our 50th anniversary in 2027. And we are the nonprofit that stewards and cares for the Blue Hills Reservation. We work in partnership with DCR to take care of the trails, maintain habitats, and do lots of public programming to engage more people and connect more people to the Blue Hills.
Right. 50 years next year.
50 years next year,
Wow.
yes.
We'll have to have you back for more talk about
Yes,
that, I'm
yes,
sure.
yes. We'll have a year-long anniversary celebration.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How many Friends of the Blue Hills are there, just roughly?
Yeah, so on our staff, there's just 5 of us.
Right,
so,
yeah.
so we're
Small but
very,
mighty.
very small but mighty. But as far as our membership goes, we have about 1,500 members that support the organization and allow us to do the work that we do in the park.
Yeah, and how does one become a friend of the Blue Hills?
You become a member. That's a good question. You become a member by going to our website, friendsofthebluehills.org,
Yes.
and click join. And for $30 a year, you can support the work that we're doing in the park.
Absolutely, and it's open to anyone.
Anyone.
Right? Yeah,
Anyone.
all ages.
All ages. Yep.
all
So
locations.
the park is free. All of our programming is free. That funding, that $30 a year, really allows us to keep doing all of this work
Yes.
and keeping it free.
How has the season been going so far?
It's been incredibly. I'm like, whoo!
Yeah.
It's been very busy.
Yeah.
But all good things.
Yeah.
We've had a number of programs constantly. We probably have at least 6 public programs a week.
It's amazing.
In the
Yeah.
park. We're doing trail work at least once or twice a week this time of year in the park. And then coming up, we have some of our biggest events of the year are really coming up in the next month.
Yes.
So it's actually a great time to be here speaking with you.
Yeah.
We have our annual fundraiser celebration. That is September 17th.
Yeah.
That is our one and only sort of fundraiser that we do for the park, aside from membership that we just
course.
talked about.
Right.
So this is sort of a party. You buy your tickets. It's $85 for a member. It's $100 for a non-member. And it's your typical sort of fundraiser event. We have a silent auction with at this point, I think we have about 65 items, all from local businesses from Quincy, Milton,
nice.
Dedham, Canton, local artists that have all donated to help raise funds for the park.
Nice.
We have music, food, dancing, all that sort of fun stuff.
Yep.
So
The Great Escape annual celebration, September 17th, Thursday evening, 6 to 9 at the Irish Cultural Center in Canton, which is within the Blue Hills area.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. And do you need to get tickets beforehand? Or?
Get tickets
Yes.
beforehand,
Okay.
yep, so that we can plan for food,
Gotcha.
food and all that fun stuff. But yes, I hope to see lots of our community there.
Oh, yeah. About how many folks do you hope?
We're hoping for at least 100.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So as of today, we're at about 55.
Oh, okay.
So about a little more than halfway there.
So get in on it quick.
Yes.
Is there a deadline to reserve your
There's
tickets?
no deadline, so
Okay.
you can buy up until the day before the event.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. And do you need more auction items? Is there opportunity for that?
There is,
Yes?
yep. So
Okay.
if anyone watching, if you have a local business or you're a local artisan and you want to donate to the silent auction, please reach out.
Okay.
Still looking for items. We're also still looking for sponsors for the event. So if there's a local business that wants to sponsor, please reach out.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is kind of your signature fundraiser?
This is our signature and only fundraiser.
it,
This
yeah.
is it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
big one.
This is the big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
But before that, there's a fun event coming up later this month.
There is.
Yes.
Not that the fundraiser's not fun.
Of course.
But,
I should say a unique event.
we like to put the fun in fundraisers.
That's right.
But yes, coming up this month, we have the first of its kind outdoor concert at Quincy Quarries. And
The hills literally will be alive with the sound of music.
The sound of music, yes, yes. And John can share more about that event and how it's tied into a larger initiative that we're doing that week.
Oh, great. Please, John. Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, so this outdoor concert, I want to shout out Mass Cultural Council, be able to fund this outdoor concert. Julia Chisholm, local artist, great music, a lot of covers, her own music. But yeah, Jim mentioned previously, next week we have our big Leave No Trace spotlight. Leave No Trace is a nonprofit organization based out of Colorado, and they really thrive on principles to preserve and conserve the outdoor green spaces. So like some of the principles are travel and hike on durable surfaces, be nice to wildlife, be nice to others. There's a list of 7, I won't go more into detail, but next Thursday we have a training for staff, partners, volunteers. Will be a closed door session. We learn more about Leave No Trace. And then that Friday we have pop-up education at Houghton's Pond in the afternoon, so feel free to stop by. Leave No Trace will have their big tent. They'll have their Subaru. You won't miss us. We'll be out there with partners as well, talking about our respective organizations.
Yeah.
And then next Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., we're going to do a stewardship project. We'll have 3 different events. We'll have a trash pickup, we'll have brushing, and we'll actually have some trail maintenance as well.
Okay. And meets at the same location?
Yep, Houghton's Pond as well.
Houghton's Pond.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a good jumping off point.
No sign up required. We'll just do waivers
Okay.
when we get there, and they'll be separated into respective areas.
Okay, and is there a cost for that at all? Or
All free.
this is
All free,
all free
all
event.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah, free.
And the concert really is sort of culminates that whole Leave No Trace event
Yes.
to celebrate.
Yes, so
Yeah.
it's August 28th, 5:30 to 7:30 with singer-songwriter Julia Chisholm.
Who's a Quincy native.
Okay, good to
Yes,
know. Thank you
yes.
for that. And where exactly, Jen, is this happening in the quarries?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's at the Quincy Quarries.
It's a big place,
It's
John.
a big part. Yeah. Just.
I know, trying to get folks
Yeah, I don't
understand.
remember
Yeah.
the street. It's not.
Yeah,
gonna-
so there's one main parking lot right at the quarries, kitty corner from Granite Links Golf Course. Park there. You can also park at the ball fields,
Yep.
the Quincy ball
Also off
fields.
Rush Drive. Okay.
Yep, exactly. And walk on in, and in the hub of the quarries, sort of
Yeah.
where all the rock climbing happens, and
Where all the graffiti
all
is.
the graffiti is. Yep. We'll be set up right in there for our concert.
It's kind of like a natural amphitheater, really.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's something that we've wanted to do for a while,
Really?
and this Leave No Trace event really gave us a good excuse to do it, because the quarries are so unique in that in the sense that they really highlight that people do leave a trace, right, with all the graffiti
Well,
and
right.
stuff that's there.
Well, the quarries
and
themselves are
our
a trace,
human impact, right?
Yeah.
And so it just seems like a really interesting space to tell this story about how do we live in our impact in nature, but also bring people out to a part of the park that many people actually don't get to that section of the park at all.
For sure.
So,
Folks
yeah.
that have lived there all their lives probably have never seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, so-
People go to Houghton's Pond,
Yeah.
people go to Trailside, right? Like the Shea Rank,
Yep,
sort of
the
the
main
tried
areas.
and true areas.
That's
but
right.
yes, not so much here, and we really want to spotlight a very cool area of the park, and an area that, in our opinion, is pretty special, but needs some Leave No Trace principles applied.
I think it's news to folks that the quarries are part of the Blue Hills Reservation. They
Yeah.
probably aren't even aware
Yes,
of that, right?
yeah, definitely,
So do you
definitely.
think there'll be future programs there? or-
Yeah, we're trying. So John and I are actively trying to engage that part of the park.
Okay.
So the concert's just one thing that we've been doing there. The other that John's been leading this year is Miles and Mimosas.
Oh, yes, I do remember this from the last time you were here.
So John can share more about that. But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Miles and Most is a great experience with Granite Links Golf Course,
Yeah.
just down the street from Quincy Quarries,
Yeah.
where the first 2 hours I lead a guided hike
Okay.
in the Blue Hills. We've done Quincy Quarries, and we also started at Shea Rink as well. But you go on a 2-hour hike, a lot of educational programming along in the hike, and then we end up right along the driving range, get a great view of Boston, beautiful golf course there, and enjoy complimentary mimosas.
Oh, very
With
nice.
a open bar, food if you're interested in partaking afterwards.
I didn't realize this was going to be an ongoing event. I thought it was just that one time. So,
Yeah.
But this is an ongoing event?
So this year was our pilot program.
Right.
We have our third and last hike this year,
Okay.
September 13th.
Oh, all
it's a
right.
Sunday.
So it's still time.
From 10 to 1 p.m.
Okay. And free?
That one,
No, it's
unfortunately, not free.
Okay.
But it is $12 for members and $15 for non-members.
All
So
right.
there's a discounted ticket
Very
for members.
reasonable, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the concert, though, is free.
Concert
Free.
is free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, do you know, Jen, is Julia Chisholm, is she connected to this movement, this Leave No Trace movement?
She's not,
Okay.
but we really wanted to spotlight an artist that was local to
Sure.
Quincy.
Okay.
So yeah,
Is it like an acoustic performance?
it is.
or-
Yep, it will be acoustic.
Wow.
Yes,
All right.
yes. So that makes it extra special.
Yeah, and that time it's going to be kind of twilight time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it'll be a very nice,
Should be
intimate
beautiful.
setting. Yeah.
Should be beautiful. Yeah.
You're encouraging folks to carpool, I see on the flyer here.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
limited
because parking is limited
Anybody
over
that's
there.
gone to an event at Granite Links knows is limited parking.
No,
yeah.
yes, definitely, definitely. And for all of our events, just trying to practice a good environmental ethic,
Sure.
we try to encourage people as often as possible, please carpool.
Not only that,
Parking is
cost of
limited
gas, too.
throughout the Blue Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What a great way to have a summer evening, for sure. Now, John, you are also in charge of volunteer at Friends of Blue Hills, right?
Correct.
Yeah. How many volunteers have you got now?
We just did the tally a few weeks ago. I believe last year, 2025, we had 679.
Wow.
This year, expected to be around 800.
Fantastic.
Via students, corporate groups that we work with,
Yes.
our typical normal volunteers or volunteer leaders. It's just growing tremendously.
Yeah, what do you attribute that to? Just outreach,
I
or-
think, Jen, our whole team,
Yeah.
really just growing our programming, leadership development training. We offer more to those volunteers that want to take the next step. They volunteer once, they love it, they want to lead a group of volunteers. We provide that training, all free of cost.
Yes.
Even our leaders we've given them back first aid, trail safety classes,
Yeah, yeah.
CPR.
So there's opportunity for growth there.
Exactly,
yeah.
Getting some durable skills that they could use in their lives
Totally.
going forward
Yeah.
and maybe pass on to another generation, right?
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
How does one become a volunteer?
Go on our calendar,
Okay.
see that we have volunteer events. There's also a link that says want to be a volunteer. Click here. We have our new system, or you can email me at john@friendsofbluehills.org.
Okay.
But we have multiple volunteer opportunities a week and a
Okay.
month. Yeah.
And training goes with the.
Yep, training goes with it as well.
Okay. Do you get to kind of pick what your assignment is, or?
Yeah,
okay.
if you make a volunteer profile, there's different options. Like I want a table.
Right.
I'm going to be part of like mailings, do trail stewardship, invasive species removal.
Yes.
We tailor all of our volunteer opportunities towards whatever they want.
You want folks to be able to do what they want to do,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
they'll keep doing it.
Exactly.
And tell folks about it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you, Jen, for
Yeah.
growing this organization.
Yeah. It's
And
it's
I know
a-
bringing John on was part of that.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
been an incredible asset
Yeah.
to this organization, and very happy to have him on the team.
Yeah.
For sure. I can't take all the credit.
No leader ever does, right?
No. But just so many things going on between the Leave No Trace effort, the concert, the annual celebration. We also, on September 26th, is Blue Hills Fest. That's probably worth noting.
Please.
So Blue Hills Fest, it's the first of its kind. It's basically a collaborative effort amongst all the organizations that operate and in the Blue Hills are all hosting events on that day. And there'll be a punch card that people get, and if you visit 6 of the 12 partners that day, you get entered into a raffle to win some great prizes.
Like a passport.
Like a passport,
Fun,
yes.
yeah.
Yep. So, for example, Friends of Blue Hills will be running a scavenger hunt at Houghton's Pond.
Okay.
DCR will be there with their state archaeology team,
Very good.
setting up an archaeology site for people to experience
Fun.
that. New England Base Camp will have rock climbing going on for the public that day. The ski hill will have their ski lifts operating,
Oh.
so people can ride their ski lifts up to the top of Great Blue. Mass Audubon will have live animal programs throughout the day. And then the Wakefield Arboretum, at the end of the day, they're going to have music, food, a beer tent, all sorts of
Wow.
I think I'm probably missing some partners in
Yeah.
there, but it's going on from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m.
Okay.
Anyone can come at any point in the day. You
Yes.
can start at any partner anywhere in the park.
Yes.
You'll get your little passport
Yep.
card, and off you
You're
go.
off and
Yeah,
running.
yeah, and it's really a chance for all the partners to come together, celebrate together, and encourage people. Because a lot of people, just like they might only go to one section of the park, they may not know that besides Friends of the Blue Hills, Mass Audubon operates in the park, or Scouts operates in the park, and AMC operates in the park.
I think that's true. I didn't know that.
So yeah, so it's really a chance to introduce people to all that the park has to offer.
Blue Hills Fest.
Blue Hills Fest,
Okay.
September 26th.
September
10 to 7.
26th, 10 to 7.
Yes.
Be there.
Be there.
Absolutely.
Even
Yes.
be part of there.
Yes, and the rain date will be the next
Oh,
day.
we don't want to talk
yes,
about
we
that.
don't want to talk about that, but if
But
in the
it's
event,
a reality.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
How are what was the overall condition, would you say, now of the reservation, Jen?
Yeah, I think it's thriving
Yeah.
compared to, when I first got introduced to
Yep.
the Blue Hills, 15, 20 years ago. I think the park is thriving today. I think there's more people visiting it in a positive way than ever before. There's less trash than I've ever seen in the park
that right?
before.
That's great.
We have more volunteers engaged than ever before. I think it's overall doing great, and our partnership with other entities doing work in the park, that partnership is strong,
Yeah.
which is great, which all makes for a better park.
Yes.
Because the Blue Hills, as I talk about it a lot, it's the largest urban open space, in the Northeast.
7,000 acres, right?
7,000 acres, and
In the midst of a couple of million people.
right? Yeah, millions of people.
Right.
And yet you feel like you're in wilderness
Yes.
when you're there. So it's actually doing pretty great.
That's good to hear.
Wildlife is thriving, trails are thriving, things are great.
Yeah. So John, I know you come from the Midwest, or
Montana.
Montana.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so quite a starkly different atmosphere here than there, I'm sure.
Yeah, the trails are harder here. I'll tell you that.
Really? Interesting.
There's no such thing as a switchback. But I love the Blue Hills.
Yeah.
I'm out there 3 to 4 times a week. Like Jen said, it's clean, it's beautiful. The trails are well maintained thanks to our volunteers, our trail adopters. Another way to volunteer is
Right.
adopting a trail.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's beautiful. People at Hodes Pond love it. Not a bad thing to say.
Friendsofthebluehills.org.
Yep.
That's the main website.
Yep.
All over social media, I'm guessing, as well.
Yep,
So
yep, Facebook, Instagram,
Find you there.
LinkedIn, all that. Yep,
all
exactly.
the places. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the update. Great to talk to you and promote the Friends and the reservation.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Joe.
You're very welcome. We'll have you back too, of course.
Always, always.